Okay, well, if like a month of boat work isn't hard enough, we decided the first of the year to go vegan. Watch the Game Changers movie on YouTube. You'll see what we're talking about. It's a bunch of pro athletes who decide to eat a plant-based diet. It's pretty cool. So you gotta plan ahead is what I figured out. So to get the last week of work here done, we've got a risotto, mushroom base, broccoli, peppers. That's delicious. That's already been 2 dinners. That's at least 1 more dinner's worth. Just made up a rice salad, tomatillo, radishes, more peppers, onions, tomato, jicama, lime, some of this Tajin stuff, which is great on the jicama and lime. So that'll be nice, refreshing. It's starting to get warmer. We got a pasta. I already had that for 2 nights. I got 2 or 3 more nights of that. Another green salad, a fresh salsa. Got some nice good chips from the bakery around here. Okay, that's our homemade jam. Jeannie makes amazing jams from our fruit trees. Got some cantaloupe down there. Gonna have some guacamole with that salsa. Okay, well, you know, bring on the legumes. Lentil salad for everybody. Yay, fresh paint. There's the boom. You can see just first coat. Sometimes the leaves show through. Little bits. Get it again today. Wind vane piece done. Chips there. Used to be a solar panel mount. So these things are all cleaned up now. Replaced some fairing compound that had been cracking. Could do this flex with 5200 flexible permanent caulk. So ready to put the beams braces back on right now. There's the dagger board. Today all this gray is going to get redone. This is the old orange striping that was single part Interlux paint that totally failed. This 2-part Alex seal. This stuff does really well. The orange is held now for a year and a half, actually 2 years now. Bowsprit, steering stick, and rudder cassette are going to get the orange. And this is the escape hatch. Let's see, how's that look in the sun? That looks 100%. I'm going to call that done. Get that thing installed. It's much thinner than the other one. This will fit nicely. Escape hatch goes here. There's the inside panel. It's in here and it mates up. These are back on. I'm going to leave them in the sandblasted look, a little more industrial. And of course it was laundry day last night. Oh, here's the motor installed. It's all bolted in. So we made a steering system out of ropes yesterday. That's what this is part of. Stay tuned on that. Haven't decided if we want to do a mechanical arm steering or not. We'll try the rope system out first. Okay, so today put the braces on, do gray paint, finish prepping for orange paint, maybe get the motor rigging done. You can see the cables hanging down there. Here we go, big day. So people want to know why it's taking so long to get all this work done. Well, let me show you what happens. So here we are, trying to put the braces back on. You can see these ones are complete. But in the process of removing them, some of these acetal bushings got ruined. And I had extras, but not enough. So where do you get a 7/8 outside diameter, 3/4 inner diameter bushing here in Penasco? That's not to fill these holes so we can separate aluminum from steel bolts. There's a hardware store. Thank goodness, found a piece of PVC. It's a true 7/8 on the outside. It's a little bit small on the inside. So I'm taking the Dremel and cleaning this out, getting them so they fit. There, good. And then cutting with this little handsaw. And I got 4 more to cut off. Borrowed the neighbor's vise. So that will take pretty much the whole day to get this stupid little job done. Yesterday the boom looked gorgeous in paint, second coat, and look what happened overnight. You guys see how paint is completely dulled out. There was humidity in the air last night and it got into the maybe upper 40s, low 50s. You know, it was all shiny to begin with and it's matted off. This happened here. It happened on the bow. The stern section stayed glossy. You can see the gloss. Complete pain in the neck. This has to get redone. All my orange stuff up there, thank goodness that's all in first coat, so it's going to get a second coat anyway. So it's not a huge setback, but man, still can't get the painting done. I need to talk to the all grip reps and find out, is there an accelerator I'm missing, or it just can't paint until it's warm enough. Bummer. Okay, it's the end of that same day with all the little troubles with the paint and such. But check out this gale. Man, it's been blowing solid 20 all day. Gusts way up in the 30s. This tarp came ripped open. The guys were over here trying to fix it. Just crazy stuff. But this is a well-earned Modelo because I spent all day reinstalling these braces and trimmed all 24 bolts nice and flush. Finished the whole drill outs because these things weren't really properly aligned originally, as the helping guys who put Ravenswing together in Napa in 2016 know. It's all done now. Everything's good. Big day in the wind. Man. Adverse conditions, that's for sure. Spent the time to cut off all the extra threads. Still a little soap and water cleaning. These are now all burnished raw. That's the way they're going to be. Got rid of some pounds, great big washers, took all that off because there's really no forces pushing these bolts out. Don't really need the big washers, they're up against the plastic. So we're all fully isolated, plastics separating metal and aluminum. Okay people, it's an orange letter day. We are all prepped for our orange accent stripes coming under here, up on the curve. So the new orange stripe's going to be up here. And then over behind Marvin's boat, we've hung our bowsprit, steering stick, and rudder cassette. And he has graciously offered to let me use his fine spray rig. So there's our orange paint. We got 6 ounces of it. I'll take my thinner and go over there and spray. And just to keep it interesting, as we're about to start spray painting, somebody just pulled their utility trailer off and it's burning away nicely. Typical. Whoever owns this thing split before any authorities show up to put it out or deal with it. Great. Thankfully the smoke's blowing the other way. Okay, the fire situation got more interesting. Now, trees burning.
It's a lot more exciting.
Starting to feel like arson over here.
Yeah, it's starting to smell like arson.
Smell like arson and crap. Pearl, what's your hypothesis? What do you think's going on?
First the trailer was burning. Fire department came, put it out, except it's still smoldering. And then the land beyond the trailer went up in flames and the palm tree just went, and that was spectacular. It's already burned out.
Whatever's there.
So this has happened the morning after. We've had a break-in in the yard. And a week earlier an outboard motor was stolen. So somebody has it out for the team here. We're all up in arms.
Watching the fire. Telling ya.
Anxious moment. First time to fire the Suzuki in its new position back there. Engine hasn't been run since September. It's all rigged. Just spent a couple hours doing that. I've got gas. Water's in the ears. Here we go. It's cranking. Pumping the gas bulb. Good sign. I don't like I'm not getting water. I don't want it to overheat. I think I'm going to turn this off and get a tank instead. Okay, take 2 with the engine in a water tank. More fuel. These are brand new, like a 15-foot fuel line, so needs more pressure. Come on. This is the symptom of running out of gas. Okay, almost went. Let's go check the gas line. See if we get the fuel. That's good. Ooh. Getting fuel in the face. So you guys saw it start the first time. There we go. 700 RPM. What's going on? We're not seeing any water come out yet. Come on, baby. What are you doing? Oh, we don't have clogged water passages. Or a bad impeller. Watch for an overheat alarm here. Nope, no alarm. Oh boy. It'll holler if it gets hot. We flushed it with salt away when we landed here. That was in September, 6 months ago. Yep, check engine light, it's getting hot. Turn it off. Oh, crap. I think it went into limp mode. Alright, well, added to the list. I think we're going to be looking for blocked water passages. Honestly. 2 steps forward, 1 step back around here. Okay, well, good news. Water passages are fine. Forgot we've got our hose plug water source. So with that running, we're getting a good stream, perfect temperature, just slightly lukewarm. We're good. So what it means is when we were trying to run off the water pickup, it wasn't circulating. So we've got a bad impeller, which is should be no big deal. Hopefully it'll drop the lower unit and it was time to do a lower unit service anyway. So we'll put in a new impeller kit. And hopefully tomorrow it'll purr just like this. All good. Changing the lower unit oil, and we'll do an impeller kit tonight. Yeah, it's about 8:30 in the evening. About 60 degrees out. It's nice. Somewhere the yard mousing cats, Pantera, and I don't know the tortoiseshell one's name. They're running around. See their little green and red beady eyes every now and then. There we go, draining our oil, capturing it for recycling, but working out our ends. We had a good dinner anyway. Lower unit pulled out. Evening job. Next to where a hole under the boat where the dagger board was fitted. That worked pretty well. These are new parts. Gaskets, new plate, pump housing, new color, fresh. Woodruff key to have it in. Key slot is. All this stuff needs to come off. There's the old one, kind of crunched up a little. Ah, right here. Looks like there's our blockage. Hopefully. Yeah, I bet that's what was going wrong. Okay, good thing we got a full kit to replace all of it. Let you know when it's running. Okay, we got the impeller housing cup out. You guys see this? This is like, it's a hardened, reinforced plastic. And the impeller has deformed this plastic right here. And we've got some crud here. See, look in there. Should be smooth where the prop shaft goes through. Or, I mean, yeah, the drive shaft. And it's not. It's crumbly in there. So really this should get replaced. The question is, do I leave this all apart and order one of these and get it in here, or do I take a utility knife and try to clean this up? Given that we're in the dirt in Mexico, I think we'll try to clean it up. That's what Anton would do if we were riding dirt bikes in Baja, right? Okay, diving back in. Okay, cup was saved fine with a little bit of Dremel work. Here's the new gaskets, new plate, new impeller, new Woodruff key in there. It's looking good. Put it in. We're ready to go. And we've moved on to Genesis here in our 80s mellow rock evening thing. Yeah, I wish I could still do that. Running great. Purring along. It's 11 p.m. I should probably shut things down for the night. That's a relief. Okay. 2 cap shrouds on. 4 stays on. Poncho is taking the choker off the crane. You ready? A little bit, okay. So I can move the crane out of the way. Choker's off. So these guys don't know about the ground release method on the choker. So I gotta teach them. If anybody knows of a video where they are dropping the choker strap from the deck, that would be good. This crane is so old they have to tilt it side to side because these hydraulic jacks aren't working very well. So they use the boom to Alright, filming off because I gotta go drop this guy. So, people want to know why we had trouble with our tides track. It's because our sail head, right there, the headboard, that's where there's a lot of pressure. And see how far off the boom the sail's flying? The sail's too short. So I've been flying it with the tack down closer to the boom, meaning the head of the sail has been about a foot and a half below where it should be, and there aren't enough reinforcements a foot and a half down. And reinforcements are for that thing to be at the top like it is now. So we actually have a much bigger problem than I ever paid it or dealt with. This happened because this is the second mast on the boat. Original sail, we had it recut. And the sail was recut or reconfigured because the new mast is 4 feet taller than the old one. And a couple things went wrong. Number one is when we built the mast, we actually dropped the gooseneck probably about 2 or 3 inches lower than the first mast was, so the boom's riding a little bit lower on the boat. It fits better now. And mainly, I didn't pay enough attention to the redesign of the mainsail plans and signed off on something that basically let the sail not go all the way quite to the top. It has to do with the really fancy rebated headboard we have. Bottom line is I just missed a big detail, and we're going to pay for it here by having to send it back one more time and get it another 15 to 16 inches added back to the sail to fill in that gap at the bottom. Live and learn. I'm going to take this back off, take all the battens out, roll it up, take it home, ship it to Vermont. That's a pretty big screw up. Look at this, bowsprit's all done, orange paint on, she's looking good. This is way cleaner than it used to be. This is the new part. This is new. What else can I show you? I'm done for this work session. Taking measurements today, packing up, driving home tonight. Check out the new red or orange on the back. Motor's all mounted. That's all good. A little bit of paint to finish here. This is going to be string steering of the motor tied to the tiller, so we'll sort that out when we get back. Lousy masking tape. Gonna have to clean all that up. Little hand repaints. Way cleaner under here with the motor gone. Skate patch. Now see how flush it is. You can just barely see the black rubber in there. Thanks to Skateaway Design for that beautiful piece of high density polyethylene. Okay, look at how silly my sail looks too far up in the air. Let's get it fixed. So the saving grace of being in this boatyard for half a year is our neighbors, Marvin and Lori, on their self-built Kurt Hughes 46 catamaran Gen M. Marvin's a real craftsman, and it's been fantastic working side by side. So he's watching us put our mast up and down and upgrade the bowsprit and all that. And he said, "What's your hoist over there?" And I tell him, and he said, "You know, our old spinnaker might fit your boat." And they had just received their new one. They have made some changes on their rig and are taking their spinnaker up higher. So this current one is that they had was too short. So we put it up here the night before I was leaving. I decided to stay till the next morning. Lo and behold, we have a winner.
Those angles.
Yeah.
Blowing it up.
Full hoist. It's sheeted. It comes a little past the caps. Yeah, just about the right length.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really good size
Isn't
for
that
this.
amazing though? How lucky can you get?
I know.
As long as you're okay with the used sail.
I am always,
It's not like your perfect color choice.
No. But it's got some, I'm going to call that orange.
Yeah, well, I think if, well, it is orange. I think if the blue was black, it would be better for it.
Yeah,
Maybe you
that'd
could
be
have
crazy.
some of
Maybe I
this
could dye it.
color.
Yeah. Okay, it's getting windy. So I went to sleep that night feeling pretty happy that maybe we crossed a big to-do off the list, which is spinnaker shopping. Looks like we can give this one a try and hopefully do okay with it for a while. It's an 1.5 ounce, you know, full-size, flat-cut ASIM, just what Ravenswing needs. So we'll give that a shot. Morning, folks. Got up early today to leave Puerto Penasco and start rolling northbound. Got to go home, pick up Jeannie, and we're gonna go up to northeastern Oregon and get our new puppy finally. So Ravenswing is buttoned up, put away for a few weeks. Got all the big stuff done. Just got the beam braces rehabbed, the dagger board refit, radar mount, new opening ports. What else? Sure seems like it was a long list. Most of the painting's done. Just some cosmetic things that didn't quite get finished, so there'll be a little more paint to do when I get back. Let's go around this truck. To 2 40-foot trailers in Mexico. Along the U.S.-Mexico border, the thin line between the countries. Out here in the desert, it just sure doesn't seem like a big fuss. So I have packed up on the truck the mainsail because you can see it's a little too short. We're going to solve that, ship it back to Vermont probably where it was built. And the jib's up on top, the battens in it. Get a little bit of wear at the batten pocket ends along the leech where it sometimes comes in contact with the spreader because of the rotating mast. So we're going to do some reinforcements up there. And the life raft is in the truck because I'm tired of carrying that heavy thing around. Really don't need it in the Sea of Cortez. Took some other weight off the boat, which is a good thing. Gonna lighten up some of the cordage. And she's ready to, just about ready to get out there and explore more on the sea. Gonna keep her probably down in Mexico for this whole year. It's just too nice. This is the road to take to get home. To go from California to Puerto Penasco. Cross at Yuma, come into San Luis and take Highway 2 along the top, right along the border, until Sonoita and then down. Good road, all the trucks are on it. And no stop points so far with the shakedown for money. Okay, we'll get on back down here pretty soon, finish her up, and get her in the water. Thanks for staying with us, everybody. And the dashboard tells the final story. It's 900 miles right now between our floating home and our dry land home. Left at 6 a.m., got home at about 10 p.m., and managed to not eat any animals or drink their produce on the whole trip. So that's a wrap on 5 weeks in the boatyard, and can't wait to get back down there in May and get Ravenswing back in the water.